Hello, everybody. It's Ray the Roadie.
And this is Hollywood Mike. And we are coming to you for a moment, completely unscripted. There's nobody else in the studio except for Ray and I, and we thought it was most appropriate. Some of you locals may have heard that about a week ago, we lost a gentleman by the name of Jeffrey Ruffin, who some of us affectionately referred to him as the Muffin Man. He was a drummer extraordinaire, and if you listen to the show often, you will probably recognize his name as the drummer of the Hurricane Project, which we had on not too long ago.
Not too long ago, no.
And just to say a couple of words about him that we feel need to be said. He was one of the most joyous and gentle souls you would ever meet. And the first time I met him was at one of the local jams years and years ago, probably, about 12 years ago or so. Can't remember exactly where. And I remember I was put up on stage with him for the very first time. And he said, so what are we going to play, guys? And everybody started calling off songs that they wanted to play, and it was all basic kind of blues. And Jeffrey kind of looked at me, didn't even know who I was, and he just kind of looked at me and said, "You're going to get a little funky, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah, we can get a little funky." And sure enough, he took us down that direction, and we played about a 30-minute set with a bunch of guys that I had never really met because I was kind of new to the whole open jam blues scene in the area here myself. And over the years, we became pretty good friends, and he's played with just about everybody. He's played in my own band, Cadillac Groove. He's filled in for our drummer, Tom Dixon, on several occasions. And having him there was always just like a breath of fresh air. And he and I had something that we kind of shared in common. For those of you who knew him, he wasn't much of a drinker, but you always knew he had some good, funny cigarettes with him. He was always good for that. And he used to always say, every time somebody would try to buy him a drink, he'd say, "What are you trying to do, kill me?" He goes, "I smoke too much to drink too. I can only do one or the other."
Everybody's got to have some kind of vice.
That's right. Well, one day, going back probably about 7 or 8 years ago, I saw him at an open jam in Al Spear's backyard. And it was a BYOB kind of thing, and I brought a nice bottle of rum. And he looked at me and he goes, "What is it that you're drinking there?" And I told him it was rum. I can't even remember the name of it. It was some kind of bourbon barrel-aged rum. And as you know, I prefer bourbon, but this rum sounded good, right? And he said, "Well, let me try some of that."
Wow.
Yeah. And the two of us sat on Al Spear's back porch watching all the guys get up in his backyard and jam, and pretty much shared that entire bottle of rum together. Yeah.
Wow.
And then every time since then, anytime I ran into him someplace, we'd look at each other and he goes, "You ready?" "Yeah." "You ready?" "I'm ready." And we go to the bar on whatever rum they had. He and I would sit and we'd share a glass of rum. We just talk about music. That was the kind of guy I was. I never heard a bad word come out of his mouth. I never heard him say negative, anything about anyone. And he was just a pleasure to be around. And I think I speak for our entire Chicagoland music community when I say that he is going to be missed greatly. And the mark that he's left on all of us, you can't compare it. So wherever you are, I know where you are. There's only one place for folks like you. You're going to always remain in my heart and all of the hearts of your friends and family. So our condolences go out to the friends and family of Jeffrey Ruffin. And we hope that this little segment here can help ease a little bit of your pain.
Exactly. Condolences.
Always heard that talk about him. Mama, I'm depending on you. Tell me the truth. Mama looked up with a tear in her eyes. She said, "Papa was a rolling stone. Now. Wherever he laid